Let's say you wake up and you're feeling lazy and you don't want to do anything, and you stay in bed all day, and even though you have a long list of stuff to get done. Then you turn to your piano and you remember that once upon a time ago you learned how to play it in primary school. You sit down and you let your hands do the work as your stress eases into melody and eases your nerves. Your mood increases and you're ready to get the work done, and you're with more confidence and start to get things done. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why children under the age of 7 should be required to learn how to play a musical instrument. Children nowadays fry their brains by being attached to electronic devices, and also weaken their eyesight and their brain function by staying inside and playing video games. Their brains need a workout. Like any other part of our body, it needs to be constantly working to stay active and strong. There have been tons and tons of studies explaining why learning how to play an instrument is great for all children to have. For one, it gives the mind a great workout. When you go to the gym and you work out, you do your cardio, you do your lifting weights, you do your abs. You don't see a difference right away by going once. No, you keep going consecutively, and slowly your muscles become more and more defined. So basically, it's the same with playing a musical instrument. The more you do it, the more your brain gets used to it, and it strengthens your brain. So the brain's executive function, which plans and makes more decisions, comes into play as a musician plays one part but keeps thinking about what's coming up next. Couple that with totally sensory input, visual, auditory, emotional, and all at the same time, and it becomes a total workout for the brain. The Bright Horizon Health article says that learning a musical instrument increases the gray matter volume in various brain regions that strengthens different parts of your mind. Now, this means that playing a musical instrument impacts almost every different part of your brain, especially the visual, motor, and auditory cortex. Disciplined practice in music strengthens those brain functions like a workout, therefore allowing us to apply the strength in our other activities. As parents raise their children, it is very easy to give them toys and keep them busy. And if parents got them an instrument and put them into lessons, imagine how much their brains would work and be the strongest and most creative that it can possibly be, that would influence their academic futures. Including in getting brain workout, every part of the brain gets heightened and creativity also increases. The Frontiers in Psychology journal says that musical performance requires facility in sensory and cognitive domains, combining skills in the auditory perception, kinesthetic control, visual perception, pattern recognition, memory, which combines the linguistic and the mathematical precision in which the left hemisphere is more involved in. So this means that music has been found to increase the volume and the activity of the brain's corpus callosum. The brain's corpus callosum they're kind of like wire-like structures that connect the left and right hemisphere of the brain together, which involves kind of like a highway that bridges different messages to get across two hemispheres. This creates a faster and it creates more diverse routes when you play a musical instrument, which allows the musicians to solve problems more effectively in both academic and social settings. So basically, playing and crafting music do involve crafting and understanding its function, which includes strategizing, planning, attention to detail. This connection between the two brain hemispheres does not allow the child to just excel academically, but to strive in other areas like creativity and sympathy and empathy, which is a huge life skill to have. With all this being said, parents should send their children to a primary school that has mandatory music lessons. The New England Board of Education journal states that programs such as Programs such as music education can have major positive impacts on growth and development and must be required for all schools. Parents sending their parents sending their children to schools with a music program causes preparation for future endeavors, meaning that children who attend primary schools with music programs have enhanced language capabilities, improved memory, strengthened hand-to-eye coordination, powerful study habits, teamwork and mental processing, and problem solving. By sending children to school with music programs, you are preparing them to grow and become the best they can be and develop their futures by having music enhance the way they think. Studies from Brain and Creative Institute of USC show that as little of 2 years of music introduction, brain function has been enhanced by 3 times. That's changing the way the mind thinks by 3 times. That's a lot. The Medical Press Journal has also said that music training strengthens children's brains' decision-making in their everyday lives. So this means that there are studies that proved people who play musical instruments tend to think more and make better decisions. There was a study done the influence of music tempo and lyrics by decision making that tied together the link between how the brain gets trained to make better decisions based on the music lessons. So here I'm going to insert a quick YouTube clip where you could see the MRI of someone playing a musical instrument. The blue part of the brain is when the brain is stagnant, and the red part is different parts that's moving around and working while playing a musical instrument. So as you can see, there's more red than there is blue moving around, which means that the brain is a lot more active when playing a musical instrument. So now that you know everything about why primary schools should provide mandatory musical instrument lessons, to improve creativity and enhance the brain of children, you should visit www.change.org/Gladysburg-Jillian Children. Now, when you click on this link, it'll take you right to the petition to sign. And once you sign this petition, you're encouraging primary schools to make music lessons mandatory. Signing this petition will give the next generation a chance to be the best rounded students that they can possibly be while enjoying themselves. By listening to this speech, I hope that you have realized that the world can be so much more than it already is. By schools and parents involving musical instrument lessons to give the next generation the opportunity to change the world with their shaped minds and bright new ideas.